Hello everybody and welcome back to Oakfield Farm. Today we're going to finish off the silaging with the forager, and well, first of all what we need to do is compact the pit which we've already got here. All the chaff which is already in here needs to be done. So if we can get this to around about 100%, it doesn't have to be exactly 100%, but as much as we can do before we get too tired of the job, going backwards and forwards, then we can progress and we can finish off the field we were in yesterday, which is pretty much finished anyway. There's just a tiny bit left to do, and then we can move on to field number 10. Yes, that's right, field number 10. So yeah, it's actually going up fairly quickly. The compaction rate, compaction level is 24%. One way of doing this is to just drive around in circles, but then of course there is the risk of feeling very dizzy. So I might just go off screen and drive around in circles until it is a bit more compacted. Yeah, that is effectively easier. You don't have to keep reversing. It's just, ugh, how long can you look at it for? I'll put the Merlo over here, out of the way, otherwise it's going to be blocking the way for the tractors turning. There we go. And we're going to have to jump back into the John Deere. Can we open this tractor from the outside? No, I don't think we can do. So yeah, pretty much like I said, the field number 8, which we were doing yesterday, has been completed. There is probably the odd piece here and there which has to be just cleaned up a bit, but overall things are going well. The biggest field is done, so I'm hoping today all we have to do is finish off in field number 10 and then Bale field number 16, and then our silaging will be done for, well, for this month at least. I'm hoping we will be able to do another session, but it would likely won't be until the autumn. It will all come down to the grass growth. If it grows enough, then we can do another cut. If it doesn't, then, well, obviously we can't do another one until next spring. If I just put the trailer here, it should make it easier to reverse, keep it fairly straight. The second field, field 10, is going to be harder. It's going to be much more difficult because of it being so much tighter. Reverse up. Oh, terrible driving. Terrible. But really, the sooner we can get this fermenting, the better, as we are going to require some of this silage fairly soon. Right, let's finish off. Luckily, we don't need to do a time lapse at the moment. In fact, we might not have to do any time lapses today at all. I'm trying not to do as many in this episode, if any, because it was a bit much in the previous video, I noticed. Time lapses are great, but if it takes over too much of the video, then it might just become a little repetitive, as I've noticed in my other videos. I know a lot of people watch for the narration, although actually, interestingly, I have still had a few people who say, do you ever shut up? Just stop talking in your videos. I don't think they quite grasp the idea of a let's play, but that's fine. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. There are a few pieces missed actually here and there, so I will just go and pick these up. I'm not going to go crazily over the top with picking the bits up, as there isn't too much. It's just, as this is such a productive field, even the slightest piece is going to be worth quite a bit of money. And then, yeah, there are 2 pieces here. I don't know how easy it is to reverse with this. Oh, yeah, pretty difficult. I've spun around, let's just pick it up. Come on, I hope that's going to work. Yeah, good, okay, brilliant. So, over to the field over here. We're already 14% full from that slightest piece. Are we going to have to put this back to where it was before? We are, because it's offset. Hopefully I can get around here. What a performance. Okay, so unfold it once again. That should work. And look at the size of these swaths. They are very tall. A lot of potential money here. But the reason why we're finishing this off on the 5th day of summer once again is basically because I don't want anything to rot overnight. I don't think it will do. It's just there is the potential. Come on. Sometimes it stops for some reason. I don't know why. There we go, it's working. But yes, next time we do this, it won't just be me. We will have Chainsaw 100. He has told me that he definitely wants to do it, so yeah, as soon as Oakfield Farm is out to the public, we can do it. Obviously I can't do it with him at the moment, because it would mean going against the creator's wishes, which is oxygendavid, of keeping them private. Because he's obviously... I've been lucky enough to receive it early. If I then go sending it out to other people, I don't think he'll be very pleased. He hasn't said anything, it's just, yeah, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to betray the trust. That would be very rude. But yes, as soon as it is out to the public, we can do it. We can do it with Chainsaw, and hopefully it'll turn out to be a good continuation of the series, having 2 players. Do you think we'll fit in all of this field in the next load? Do you think we'll fit it into the next trailer? It's looking like we might do, but it is going to be very close. Okay, it stops at 95%, so that's full. If we just drop the trailer off, then we can get the 7610 in here, and we can tow it over to the yard. Why did I have to leave the tractor so far away? But this is field 8, all done, ready to regrow. It does need to be fertilised once again, so that'll be done as soon as possible. And somebody did mention the front loader. They told me to put it down a bit to increase the visibility, which is a very fair point. What I tend to do is read the comments at night, so I read them all together, and then I have to say in the next video, somebody said so-and-so, because I don't know the names of the people anymore. I know that these very good comments were left, but because I've just read them all together, I would never be able to remember all the different names. Right, okay, another 21,000 litres going to the yard, and it's surprising. We have so much of this silage with this chaff, and the pit still looks empty, really. Obviously it's got a thin layer, but overall it doesn't look very full. But if you were to convert it to money, then yeah, obviously it would be a lot. And even as feed, it's a lot of feed. I'm pleased we're almost done though, because I do want to move on to a different job. We've still got to bale. If we could bale and wrap at the same time, that would be useful, but I don't think we'll be able to. Again, a reason for having a second player. I have had a few people comment on the video saying can they join when Chainsaw joins. I was going to keep it just with 2 players, me and Chainsaw. Otherwise it would just be basically the multiplayer server, whereas I want to keep it as still the single player series, just with a human helper. So yeah, sorry to everybody who wanted to join. Having said that, I will bring the multiplayer server back for the odd day every now and then. But at the moment I don't have any dates. You have to stay tuned to the community page to be notified when the server is going to be open. Come on, keep emptying. Almost there. That will do. Right, back to the field for possibly the final load. And I'd like to get it done before it goes dark as well. So on the 6th day of summer, which is obviously the next day, we're going to continue with the bales. We're going to have to bale them, wrap them, and also I mustn't forget to fertilise field number 34. That is very important that that's done. We might be able to do it on the first day of autumn without any problems at all. It's just I would like to keep it all done in the summer, just because it just seems easier to keep track of stuff if you do it that way. as I do sort of treat the autumn on seasons as our harvesting time, so we don't really want to be spraying then as well. Anyway, I'll get this hitched back up off screen and then we'll continue. So we have 3 swaths left to do. Should be able to get through these fairly quickly. My door is still open. We better shut the door. Back on the straight. Okay. Good. Yeah, so we couldn't really ask for any better weather. Clear sky, sunshine, and dry. Perfect. And we couldn't actually ask for any better mods. Very good setup here. Oh, it's stopped. Except for that, of course. I don't know what that is about. It's very strange because it only does it every now and then. In fact, it only does it when it gets to about 5,000 litres. Which is peculiar. As I did say, the forager is really designed for a smaller trailer, I think. So that could be the issue. Otherwise, everything's perfect. So that's 33% full, 3 swaths. In fact, that is exactly 100%. It's a third of the way. Can we get to the end of here before we get to 66%? It's looking close, but likely. 65 and 66. That couldn't have been better. So the final piece is a bit too tight actually, so I might drive up to the top first of all. Of course we do have the issue of the trailer not filling to 100%, but there is the possibility that if I pull forwards, once it's detached we'll be able to just put the rest in from a distance, as it can throw the grass quite a long way. 85%. 10% remaining technically, 5% usually left behind. But we can't really come back for this minute piece. We're just going to have to sacrifice it. So I've stopped at 94%, so if I just detach the trailer, it should still fire in. Good. And yeah, possibly for this piece here as well. A peculiar way of finishing off, but it will do. Is any of that going to reach? Yes it is. Okay, so we can safely say the foraging is done. I'll leave this tractor here for the time being. We will return at some point. Good. But no, these tractors have done a very good job. They've been very enjoyable to use. So did we get to 100% or did it just decide to throw it to nowhere? Let's just say we've got to beat 95%. 97%, so it was working. Obviously, for some reason, the chute was too close to the trailer. But that is good. So yeah, we'll tip this, we'll then compact the pit the rest of the way. Then it's bedtime, and finally, tomorrow morning, we'll try and bale the field. It's all rowed up, so it shouldn't be too difficult. It's going to be... I'm assuming it's going to be round bales again. Yep, it'll have to be. So round bales, wrapped next time as well. Then it should produce quite a good amount of silage bales. There'll probably be twice the amount. Productivity is twice the amount, and there's more grass. Almost there. Keep going. Perfect. Right. If we can get 7 litres out, it'll be perfect. Come on, 7 litres. Good. We'll put this tractor and trailer just over here while we go and sleep. And maybe it should be compacted today. There is still a bit of sunlight. Yeah, we'll jump into the Merlo. It should be pretty much done though. 75% compacted. Whoop! It's a bit light actually. We probably should use, well, if we could get a wheel loader at some point, that'd be fantastic. But at the moment we're lacking the funds. So I'll continue here until it is virtually done. We'll cover it over as soon as it's done. 3% left. And while the fermentation process begins, I think we'll wash the Merlo and put it away nice and clean. But that is compacted. So we'll pull out of the way. And I think we press R. It's been a while. Yeah, there we go. So it's not the neatest of pits ever, of clamps, but it will do. How full is it? Oh, we can't see now. Great. But it was pretty full. The pressure washer is just down here. So we'll give it a good wash. Very mucky. Could really do with it. Much better. Okay, so there is obviously a few pieces of dirt here and there, but overall it is a vast improvement to what it was. So with that all clean, we'll put it up in the shed. And yeah, this time we really are going to bed. Oh, we could put it in here. Yep, that'll do nicely. Okay, if we just put the roller door down for security, that's good. We'll head over here. That tractor's engine is off, I think. I hope it is. This tractor needs to be used, mustn't forget. And we're off to bed. Oh, the fantastic Land Rover. We should probably take this toolbox with us too, as it is very useful to have in the field. These tractors do actually require maintenance, so it's always wise to keep something like that with us. Anyway, yes, good night. And good morning. So, did we make a loss or a profit? £3,295 of milk. We've got the wool as well, so it's not really being taken into account there. But, yes, money is being produced behind the scenes. Our Christmas tree. Right, so I'm just thinking, do we need the Land Rover? This is going to be used very soon. I know that we haven't really done anything with it yet, which is a shame, because it's such a fantastic mod, along with the trailer. It will have its time, and it will be used a lot for example, wool transportation in the winter time. Also for conventional bales, which we will be doing, some straw bales, fairly soon as well. I think we'll probably bed the cows down with some conventional bales, so we can just throw them in. That'd be great, but at the moment we're not even harvesting, so we aren't using it at the moment. So, the baler, not this baler, the other baler, needs to be used. Up at the top field here, we'll bring back the forager. Yeah, we can actually do another 13 days or 25 hours before we need maintenance, so the toolbox isn't required at this stage, but we will carry it with us later. I think the best place for it is in the back of the Land Rover. It's a very good place for it. I've got quite a few gates to shut here, so I might just jump cut. This is just the second. And once this gate is shut, we're going to have to put the forager away in a shed somewhere dry. No point leaving stuff outside, it's not very good for the machinery. I know that many people tell me to put stuff away, so we will do. Things like pallet forks I'm not bothered about at all, but anything with moving components, it is a good idea. Is that barn going to be too low? I might have to put it in the big barns around the corner. Let's just see. It could be. Might be just about alright. Yeah, fine. And we use this tractor for baling with. baler, I believe, although I don't know, is around here somewhere. Thought it was in here. Oh, I've climbed the door. Yep, there it is. Right, so we'll open the roller door once again. And we'll have to hitch it up. Hitch it onto the tractor, head down to field 16, get it done. I think it will be a job for the time lapse. And then after that, we will call it a day. Rain is coming, although yes, that is a good point. Rain is coming. But I suppose it is better to be a bale than it is to be wet on the ground, because I think Seasons is more sensitive to things like straw and grass on the ground. Although, I'm still on an outdated version of Seasons, which I shouldn't be. I must update. I'm just a bit cautious of updating because I'm not too sure if you can update in the middle of a save game. I'll have to look into it. Luckily we have enough netting for 137 more bales, so that's pretty good. We'll never get to that today. That is a lot of bales. But, here we go. Let the bale making commence. It's amazing how many more bales you produce when the productivity is higher. I've been looking for the final 8% to complete this bale. Maybe this speck of grass here will do it. Brilliant. Perfect. So we have just managed to get an exact amount for that bale there. Quite incredible. So how many bales will we produce? I think we have made quite a lot. 28. That is much better than before. So we'll switch that off, we'll pick up, or lift up the pickup, and we're going to call it a day. It is going to rain, which is unfortunate. Hopefully it passes through quickly, because we do need to wrap some bales later. And then every single one of these is going to be sold. So that's going to be a lot of money. A good job for the Richard Weston trailer. I'll go and take this back to the yard, I won't leave it here. And I'm hoping to put the baler back under cover. Keep it nice and dry. But I think progress is pretty good. And then yeah, it's only 7:25 in the morning, so in the next episode we'll obviously consume the rest of today, and we'll do the wrapping. If the weather isn't too bad, we'll also do the spraying. Then it'll be the autumn. So that's pretty much a jam-packed summer we've just had. Next we have all the harvesting, which is also going to take quite a while. Although we do have the fantastic Lexion, so it should be able to get through these fields fairly quickly, and we only have 3 fields, so yeah, not too many to do. I actually prefer to have less fields though, because I don't want to do harvesting forever. I prefer to move on, so that's good. We've got all the straw to bale as well. And I'm fairly sure we only have 1 field of wheat, so it won't be too much. Anyway, there we go. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed the video. And until next time, see you again very soon. Bye for now.